a champion boxing in sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Manny Pacquiao is still as active as possible in a different kind of fight. He is a presidential bet of the Philippines. That means that he is going to be running for president. But as a result, there are a lot of, as a result of him being a senator who's looking to run for president of the Philippines, there are a lot of different mayors and different people in politics in the Philippines who are really looking to have Pacquiao endorse them as local candidates for different positions. And it's putting Pacquiao in precarious positions to where sometimes there are people from a different party who supported him throughout his career, and now they're asking or looking for him to get an endorsement. Because, in case you don't know, man, Manny Pacquiao is the Philippines' adopted son. Like they love Manny Pacquiao. So if someone who's running for a certain position, whether it's mayor or the Senate or whatever it is, some position in some local position out there in one of the different cities in the Philippines, if they can get Manny Pacquiao to endorse him, they're almost a shoo-in for the position. But Pacquiao, it's funny to watch this because it's almost like jabs and stuff coming at him, and he knows how to slip those punches. But if he goes to a town in the Philippines and say there's a mayor there or something like that, and he doesn't get an opportunity to visit with the mayor, the media takes it and they run with it to make it seem like there's a rift between Pacquiao and that mayor, or Pacquiao in some other position, because he doesn't come there and the media is not aware of him having a sit down or a meeting with them. So the media likes to have fun with that. But when actuality, that's not the case. It's not that he came there without the intention of meeting him. Schedule conflicts. Pacquiao's a busy man. Could you imagine going there and having into an area there's a mayor, and then that's a busy individual as well. And sometimes the schedules just don't mesh. But Pacquiao's received so much support over the years from different politicians over there, holding up his belts, in the media, holding up his belts during their election campaigns. Like, they truly love him. They truly support Pacquiao. But at the same time, he's kind of the impetus they need to get themselves into the position. So now that Pacquiao may fail to drop by certain government centers or certain places where there are politicians there who are actively campaigning to kind of move on in the race, Pacquiao's finding himself almost as a target of the media, who is almost saying that he has a rift, or he's not supporting people, or there seems to be some kind of disturbance in his political party, and that's not it. Now, one thing about Manny Pacquiao is, in boxing, he always had an opponent, and in politics, the opponent is the opposing party, and that's something that he's dealing with now, and as a senator who's looking to become president of the Philippines, is his opponent now is the opposing party and the media especially. Now, I don't think the media will shred Manny Pacquiao to pieces because they love him, but it's going to be interesting to see how he handles all of this going forward. I can really see Manny Pacquiao becoming more and more refined, but we know sometimes people are fanatics, and I just hope that nothing bad was to happen to Pacquiao, especially when things start to ramp up as he's making a campaign and a run for president of the Philippines. But just to see on this kind of like a really low threat type level when it comes to the mayors, different politicians, and different cities, the government centers, different people who have active campaigns going on, and how they want his endorsement, they want to be seen with him, anything that can help, for their cause and their end goal. Pacquiao just has to be very careful because just shaking a hand with somebody, the media takes and runs with that, especially from an opposing party, that could be detrimental to what he's trying to do as far as campaigning for president of the Philippines. So a different type of fight for Manny Pacquiao, but a fight nonetheless. And he's going to keep fighting on. No rumors about him returning back to the ring, but I can't see him wanting to return back to the ring when him and his endeavors in the Philippines require 100% of his time, 100% of his energy, 100% of his focus. Because what he has going on over there and what he's and the forthcoming pursuit of this presidential campaign is a much bigger fight than him taking on a rematch with Ugas or fighting a Spence or a Crawford. Like, what he has going on is far more important and a bigger fish to fry. But that being said, that's the latest of Manny Pacquiao. He has a different type of fight in politics. It's a special person to want to get involved in politics, man, because that is just not for me. I don't even like talking about it, man, because you just never know, man, how genuine people are. I'm going to get into my background, but I spent almost 25 years doing something. And I know how people can be. I call them the company man or the company woman. They will say anything or whatever they think someone wants to hear to get to where they want to be. They'll come into a room, totally disagree with everyone in that room, but have a way where they can put things away to where, well, actually, they'll just say any damn thing. They'll kiss anybody's ass. I'm not even going to try to be politically correct about what I'm about to say. And the one thing about Pacquiao, he doesn't strike me as that person. He seems to be genuine. But I want to see just how long, if that lasts. He has a strong religious foundation. He is very strong in his beliefs as far as who he is and what he wants to do for that country. And that man has never forgotten about how he grew up, as one of those outcasts, one of those kids that society didn't care about when he grew up in dire poverty. So I really believe Pacquiao is probably one of the best things that could happen for Philippine politics. And I'm really looking forward to see what the outcome is of him and the election. Because I really think Pacquiao is going to do the right thing. And that may be hard for some people who are used to doing with the corrupt politicians and their pockets and having their pockets laced. I think Manny Pacquiao is going to fix a lot of that. But in doing so, when you start messing with people's money, bad things happen. And I would hope that nothing bad was to happen to him because I really think Pacquiao, he's really going to do the right thing for that country. But that being said, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Shout out to all the veterans. You guys keep safe. And as always, I'm in the breeze.